Welcome on, guys. Hope you can hear me okay as I'm wobbling. As you jump on, go ahead and say where you're calling in from. Great to have you guys on with me this beautiful Sunday morning. Here in West Palm, it's extremely hot. I'm gonna get this set up so I can, let's see. Hey, Brian. Hey, guys, let's see if this is going to work. Ooh. Awesome. Hey, guys, as you're coming on, go ahead and announce where you're calling from. If you want, go ahead and tap in there. And if you want, if you swipe to the left or to the right, you should be able to share this with your followers. So you can more than welcome to share it with any of your downline that might be, following you on Periscope or anything like that. If you tap the screen, that gives hearts. Feel free to tap the screen and give me hearts. If you give a lot of hearts, I always come back and follow you back. Hey, Gina. Hey. Let me see if I think I need a booster seat. I'll just sit on my knees so you guys can see me okay. I had to come in the spare bedroom. Hey. Keep it quiet. My husband's out there working, so I want to keep it quiet. So, hey, how are you? Excited to have you guys on. I'm so excited. Okay. So I'm going to get started. So basically what we're going to talk about today is we're going to talk about how to sponsor people and not recruit people. Because when you hear the word recruit, and when all of our friends, Kathleen in West Virginia, hey Kathleen, when you recruit people, it's kind of a harsh word, right? And we want to get our mindset and get into the being of sponsoring. Because when you sponsor somebody, oh yay, green hearts, thank you. When you sponsor somebody, it's more of a journey that you're taking them along with you. And when you're recruiting somebody, it's very salesy. And think of the recruiting sales forces that are out there, recruiting people into jobs. So that word recruit is kind of a scary word in my brain. I don't like it. I don't use it. I will use the word sponsor or enroll, because this way you're taking them on a journey with you. So right from the start, if you're writing on a piece of paper, if you're very visual, write the word sponsor, because you want to make sure that you're taking these people on the journey with you, right? We're not going to just enroll or sponsor somebody and then let them go and just assume that they know everything, assume they know everything that we know. So there's a process to bringing somebody into any kind of network marketing business, and there's a process of how to get them to duplicate. But let's go and talk about kind of my game plan. I get inspired late at night, like when my whole day is done and I'm sitting back and reflecting, or if I'm, in a relax mode after my daughter goes to bed, that's when I start getting inspired. So last night, I'll just share with you guys what I did. I literally got onto Facebook, and my new thing is with Facebook, let me just share this with you guys. I don't go on Facebook unless I have a purpose. I don't go on social media unless I have a purpose now, because I used to get caught up into just reading everything that was going on in Facebook and not really doing anything. I was just getting stuck behind Facebook. Hey, Cindy. So I was getting stuck behind Facebook, and I wasn't really taking action on it. I was just not doing much. So I got caught up in reading everybody's posts and, thinking I was doing work because I was just on Facebook. So I made a commitment to myself probably about 6 or 7 months ago that if I was going on Facebook, there was a reason for it. Thanks for the hearts, guys. Just tap the screen. Again, for those of you that just joined, if you swipe to the left or the right, depending on Android or iPhone, you can actually share this broadcast with your followers. So you're more than welcome to share it with anybody. I'll post this. Remember, this is only going to be active for like 24 hours after this is done. So feel free to come back and watch it, take notes, send this to your, downline, whatever. So anyway, so what I suggest for you guys is that you want to avoid, scratch the word don't. I'm trying not to use these can'ts and don'ts, but avoid going onto social media to just play around, especially if you're serious about your business. Okay. So if you want to sponsor people and you want to utilize social media in the right way, here's a great way to database. Okay. So last night I went onto Facebook, I went onto Instagram, I went through my messages, and I decided I'm going to pick 50 people that I'm going to reconnect with. So I have a whiteboard that's in my kitchen, and I'll show you guys later on today so you can see, you know, how many people I really did write down, so you can see the game plan that I have, the action that I have for this month of July. And I just sat down, and anybody that's liked my post, you know, that have constantly are liking my posts. Nice job, Joanna, plugging in, listening to Marina. Oh, awesome. Thanks, guys, for plugging in. Anyway, so I have a new database of people that have liked my posts, especially if people are liking 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. And these are people that are liking on my company, whether it's a before and after picture, whether they liked an inspirational quote that I posted or something motivating, not just pictures I'm posting of my family, but people that are really paying attention. Maybe they just have the fear of reaching out and asking me what's going on, or maybe they feel like they can't do what I do, so they're not reaching out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach out to them. If I have their phone number, I'm going to call them. If I don't, I'm going to reach out through Facebook. So my plan of action is just to have an adult conversation with them, just to be like, you know, I'll use an example of Jane, because it's a very common name, right? So, hey, Jane, I saw that you liked a couple of my posts. So glad that we're, you know, staying in contact. I saw your family. You look like you're doing great. What are you up to these days? I'm just going to open a conversation with them. And most of the time, people are going to tell you that they're doing awesome, and then you'll see a but. Right? You'll see, but, you know, I'm just exhausted, or I don't get as much time with my family, or my job's okay. It's the usual, you know? So use that opportunity to really, hey, Art, use that opportunity to really plug in and use, oh, I know how you feel. You know, I felt the same way, and I'm excited because I feel like I found something that I can really be passionate about, and I was looking for some extra income, and I found this cool opportunity. I would love to share it with you if you want to, you know, get some more info. So happy post 4th of July, Art. I saw all your posts. I love Art Jonak. You guys follow him right there. You can see him right there. Just click on him and you can view profile and follow. He does amazing scopes that you guys can follow. So anyway, so you want to just have these adult conversations with your friends and family, or these people on Facebook that maybe you haven't seen in a while. You know, something that I thought about last night was, who was my core group of people that I used to hang out with in high school? You guys can hear probably the fireworks that they're still popping outside. But who were those core people? You know, I used to have a group of like 10 to 15 girls that we always hung out on the weekends. We were really close. And then what happens after high school? We all just, you know, went our own separate ways. Colleges were different. So we kind of broke apart, and we haven't really hung out in a very long time, probably like over 10 years, well over, how old am I, 30? Yeah, well over 10 years, right? So what I did this morning was I just reconnected, saying we should all get together, because we all still live in the, you know, we all live in the same kind of area, maybe a couple hours. We should all get together and just go out and have some, you know, drinks, or go out and have some coffee, or get the kids together. So this way I can learn about what their life is like now, and then they can learn what my life is like now, and then I can share my business opportunity with them. So I'm not going to slam them with it, but I'm going to get to know them again. I'm going to start, hey P, all the way from Hawaii. Exactly, Art. Facebook is great for tracking down friendships. And it's true, because this is like how everybody is staying connected these days. Not everybody has each other's phone numbers. So this is a way that I'm going to add to my database. I'm going to reconnect with these people, and sincerely, I want to reconnect with these people. So it's not just for a business opportunity. It's not because I want to make money off them. I truly care. So I'm being authentic about it. So that's another thing. Stay authentic. Thanks, Art. Stay authentic with who you are. And if you really don't want to connect with somebody, don't really connect with them, because if you don't want to connect with them, you're not going to want them in your business, right? So make sure you're authentic and open these conversations with people. You don't have to just send a text or pick up the phone and call and be like, I have this business opportunity and I thought of you. If somebody called me about that, I might listen, but I don't know, because why would they just call me out of the blue? So reconnect with your people. Make sure you're using social media for good reasons, not just for play reasons, like I say, you know? So again, I don't go on social media unless there is a real purpose of it. And you want to make sure, you guys, that as you're using Facebook and as you're using social media, you don't want to vomit over your social media followers and your social media contacts with posting about your business every single day, every single day, every single day, because then they're just going to get bored. You know, people really care about what's going on in other people's lives because sometimes people live through other people, right? So also something you can do to open up your database is ask the magic question that I love, who do you know? So there's going to be a lot of people that probably just don't understand network marketing, aren't interested right now. It's just not the right time for them. So how can you move through them? Because that's something that I love to do. You know, take away from them, give them the fear of not being there, you know, not being a part of your opportunity. So I did this last week and I reconnected with somebody from high school and she's like, you know, I'm just really not interested. I said, that's cool, but who do you know? Do you know anybody that, you know, for my product that we have can lose, you know, 5 to 20 pounds in 10 days or would like to bring in some extra income? Because you're awesome, you're successful, you know, but I'm sure there's some people that you know that you can connect me with. I would love to mentor them. I would love to help them and guide them on this journey with me. Can you give me 5 names of some people and connect me with them? And she was like, sure. And I'm on the process of moving somebody through the tools that she referred to me. So who do you know is an amazing question that can open up the database and you can work through people. Okay, so these are some of the things that I've been doing. Again, I get inspired late at night, so my board is full of names. Literally, I have over 50 names that I'm going to start reconnecting with. I'm going to expose in some point, and you're going to see all the exposures and all the reconnecting that you do within the next 30 to 60 days. You're going to see in the next 30 to 60 days after that, you're going to start seeing those results. So don't think that you're going to have instant gratification with these, you know, reconnecting. If you go in there with that mindset, you are going to fail and you don't want that. So go in. See, guys, my number 3 top leader came from that question, who do you know? Amazing. That's just it makes sense, right? That's actually how we ended up coming into our business because Cindy Kelly, if you're still on, correct me if I'm wrong, you asked your cousin, who do you know? Because she wasn't really interested in the business and it led to April who led to us, right? Exactly. So that is exactly how people will come into this business. Who do you know? So that's great. Thanks for reminding me, Art. So after you guys have databased, after you guys have set up this game plan, and once you start doing these exposures and you start reconnecting with the people, then you want to make sure you're tracking what's going on. You want to make sure you're tracking, did they say yes? Did they say no? Are they connecting you with somebody? Have they enrolled? What are you going to do with them? You really want to keep contact of what's going on because this is a real business, you guys. This is just like if you go and open a business for, you know, $200,000, you're going to have to track invoices. You're going to have to track billing. You're going to have to track your employees. You're going to have to track your sales force and, you know, cost of goods and everything else like that, right? So it's the same thing here, except we have a lot less overhead. We have a lot less. We don't have employees to keep track of. So you want to keep track of what your people are saying. Because if they're not interested at this time, you might be interested down the road. I just enrolled a really good friend of mine she was the first person that I exposed about the company that I'm in now. And she said she just wasn't ready. Guess what? I enrolled her 2 days ago. So I just kept in contact with her. I watched her on Facebook. I watched that she got involved in another network marketing company. And I reached out to her on Facebook and I said, hey girl, how's it going with that company that you're with? And she's like, Marina, I don't know what I'm doing. It's really not going really well. She's like, I just don't think I have what it takes to be a network marketer. She's like, I just don't think it's for me. I don't like selling. And I was like, girl, I know how you feel, because that's what had me stopped in my tracks in 2012 when I first got involved in network marketing. I didn't feel like I had, you know, the sales that I needed. And you know what? I found out that you don't need to be a salesperson. I would love to mentor and coach you. Would you like to do like a session with me where we really talk about what network marketing is about? And she's like, absolutely. And guess what, you guys? By the end of that conversation, she was enrolled because she felt connected to me. So if your people feel connected, they feel that relationship with you, you have a better chance of enrolling them. So don't think that if you're exposing people now, that they're not going to enroll down the road. So make sure you're keeping in contact, that you're tracking these people, because you never know, they could be your next number 1, number 2, or number 3 distributor, like Art was just saying, okay? So hold on, I wrote stuff down because I'm ADD. So make sure you're taking action and you're not just databasing. And I'll share with you guys, in 2012 when I first got involved, I would database. I would write down like 300 names. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to call this person. I'm going to call that person. And then literally the next day would come when it was time for me to do it. And I would freak out. I would freeze and be like, this person's just not going to want to be a part of this. This person doesn't need a business opportunity. And I would scratch their name off the list and I wouldn't even call them. I wouldn't even reconnect with them. And I did that over and over and over. So I wasn't taking that action that needed to be taken to grow my business. If you don't take action, you guys, the business isn't going to grow, right? So take that action. If you can't do 50 people, don't. Do 2, do 3, do 5, do 10. Pick a number that you feel comfortable with. Pick the people you feel comfortable with in the beginning, and then slowly but surely move yourself outside that box. Push your limits little by little. Don't overwhelm yourself, because that's what I would do. I would overwhelm myself thinking I was going to expose 100 people in 1 month, and it just wasn't right for me. I couldn't do that. Now I can commit to 50 and know that I'm going to take that action. I'm going to take that step. So don't overwhelm yourself. Thanks for the brown hearts, you guys. I love the hearts. I give hearts back, just so you know. So make sure that when you're tracking these people, you're setting your goals, you're setting expectations for yourself that you're going to hit. You're not setting these ridiculous expectations that maybe your upline's setting for themselves, because you might not be in that same mode that they're in. You're not on that same level yet. That's okay. So set real expectations for yourself that you're going to hit. I want to say also, setting up the follow-up is important. Set up follow-up appointment. So let's pretend I'm your prospect and you say to me, you're exposing your business to me. And I'm just like, yeah, I want to look over the information. How many times do we get that? Tap the screen if you get, I'm going to look at the information. Go ahead and tap the screen. Do you guys get that? Yeah. Okay. How many times do we get that? A lot. Sometimes it's people making excuses, right? They just don't want to be a part of it at this time. Some people, they really do want to look at the information. But what happens? What happens? Life gets in the way. Kids work with their job, with their bosses, with somebody maybe sick in the family, or something happens, the refrigerator breaks, the car breaks down, something happens, right? So we have to set up that follow-up appointment. We can't just leave it up into dreamland of, oh my gosh, they're going to look at the information and they're going to call me back. Take control of your business. So if I was a person and I said, yes, I'm going to look at the information, Cindy, and then I'm going to get back to you. Okay. You know what Cindy did with me? She said, great, look at the information. I'm going to call you in 2 days. What time's best for you? Because, 2 days works for me. You're going to set up that appointment to follow up with somebody, because that's real business. That's real business. You're treating this like a real business, right? You want this to be a multi-million-dollar business and have maybe $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, or even $100,000 a month. You have to treat it like that business, okay? Also, when you do enroll somebody, here's the most, I think my husband's leaving so I can show you guys my board. Here's the most important thing when you're enrolling somebody, okay? And I'm going to get really personal with you guys really quickly, okay? When I'm trying to get the glare out of the way. Here? Oh, that works. Okay, I'm sitting on the bed now. So when I used to enroll somebody, I would get so excited. I would be like, oh my gosh, I enrolled somebody, they're going to be awesome. They're going to be just like I am. They're going to go out there. They're going to be a go-getter. And I would not call them for like a week, because I just assumed they knew everything that I knew. I wasn't sponsoring. I was recruiting. Okay, so there's a difference. I was recruiting people. I was just assuming they were the same personality that I was. They were going to go get all the information themselves. They were going to figure it out on their own. And I was just letting them go. I was like, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I think I froze there. Okay. Anyway, so guess what happened? I lost a lot of people because of that. Okay. So you want to make sure when you're sponsoring your people, you're holding their hands for at least 30 days. Share with them the knowledge that you know, not all at once, because you don't want to vomit all over somebody, right? Not all at once, you guys. But you want to make sure that you're really there holding their hands. Make sure you're there showing them how to move through the tools, following the system. What has worked for the people at the top will work for you and will work for them. But you can't assume that they know how to do everything. And guess what? They might be afraid. They might be scared. They had the moment of aha, like this is going to be it. This is what I want to do. And their why might be big enough, but they might be afraid. But if you have the confidence in them before they have the confidence in themselves, if you believe in them before they believe in themselves, you guys, you have a better chance of them being successful. And I'm going to share with you a story really quickly, and then we're going to end this broadcast, okay? Cindy Kelly, who's my upline, who is actually on this scope with us, I remember when she came to Florida to visit me when I first enrolled into our business last year. And I remember I was so scared because network marketing had burned me, and I literally gave up so much for network marketing, and I couldn't understand why I wasn't successful, but I just saw something in this company. I really connected with Cindy. She was there for me. So we were at the beach, I remember. First time I met her, I think I had been enrolled for 30 days, and she came down to Florida to come and spend time with me. And she said to me, "You are going to be one of the top ranks by July or August." No, she said August. And I remember looking at her, and I got so mad, you guys. I'm like, don't set expectations for me that I haven't set for myself. I was so mad because I was already overwhelmed with the fear that I had. And she said to me, "Marina, I'm going to believe in you before you believe in yourself." That's right. Cindy's your lifeline. She's the best ever. And she said to me, "I'm going to believe in you before you believe in yourself. I know what you have. I know your potential. I'm going to hold your hand. I'm going to make sure that I'm there for you. I'm going to make sure that I'm there for your team." Yeah, we all love Cindy. Tap the screen if you love Cindy. And you know what she did that day? She put confidence in me, and I didn't have confidence in myself. She literally catapulted us. And guess what? We hit one of the top ranks in July, not August. So believe in your people that you're sponsoring, not recruiting. Believe in your people. Believe in them. Help them. Give that confidence. Now, I don't want you dragging them along for 6 months. If they're not getting it after 6 months, you just got to back up. But the first 30 days are really important. Make sure they're using the products. Make sure they're following the system. Make sure they're plugging into those training calls. That's another important thing. Sometimes we feel like we're bothering. This is me. I'm speaking for myself. I used to feel like I was bothering my brand new enrollments if I was sending them the calls to get on, if I was telling them about meetings that were in their area or the trainings or getting to convention. I felt like I was bothering them, and they thought they would think I was crazy. I don't feel that way anymore. You know why? Because I know what it takes to be successful in network marketing. And if they're not willing to do those things, then I'm not going to hold their hand anymore. So make sure you're letting them know about all the tools your company has. Make sure they understand how to have in-home meetings. Get them to do that quickly. Really hold their hand and be there for your people, because they could turn out to be your next biggest distributor. So before we done, I want to show you guys my crazy, crazy board. Yeah, that's how I feel sometimes. No, listen. There's still times when top distributors have their moments. Don't worry about that. We all have our moments. I had to get re-inspired to do what I'm about to show you guys. Okay, hold on. So check this out. These are the people that I am going, tap the screen if you love it. So these are the people I've already enrolled, 1, 2, 3, 4. And these are the people that have showed extreme interest. And then these are the people that have liked, asked me what I was doing at one point, or liked my Facebook posts. So all I'm doing is now taking action. That's it. I'm going to take action on it. I'm going to hold myself accountable. I'm going to make sure that I am absolutely there for the people that I sponsor. And you guys, don't sponsor 30, 40 people. Don't do that, okay, in 1 month. You're not going to be able to be there for them and their team in the very beginning. So I know a lot of maybe network marketers would totally disagree with me, but I've done that before. I've sponsored 30 people in 1 month, and guess what happened? I lost people because I wasn't able to be there for every single person. Okay, yeah, get a bigger whiteboard. This is in my kitchen. Okay, let me just show you. This is my house, and there's my whiteboard, because I haven't bought a bigger house yet. 3-star crown, that will be when I get a bigger house. So Cindy, just an FYI, that's one of my goals. So anyway, this is also my office. So, and then I have my little office back there. And then you guys can see, I'll just share with you really quickly. This is my first place that I won, my trophy I won for ballroom dancing, because that was one of my dreams for the longest time, was to ballroom dance. And network marketing gave me the financial freedom to be able to pay the ridiculous amount of money that we pay a month for ballroom dancing, because I absolutely love it. And it was always a dream of mine. So that was like one dream that I got to cross off the board that I'm doing. So this will get you to those dreams that you want. This will get you the financial freedom that you want. And your journey is your journey. Do not compare yourself. I used to compare myself. I I used to compare myself to everybody. Well, this person just enrolled and they're doing better than I am, you know, and it wasn't a jealousy thing because I'm not a jealous person. It was more of like, I would be hard on myself. I would beat up on myself. Why am I not doing as well as somebody else is doing? Don't compare yourself to anybody. Your journey is your journey. If you're taking action, you're following the system, you're holding yourself accountable, and you are enrolling people, and you're sponsoring them, you're not recruiting, you're sponsoring them, you're plugging into your team, you're plugging into your upline, then you're doing what it takes and your time will come. The worst thing that you could do is give up and quit. Is that Gloria? Hi, Gloria. That's another rock star right there, you guys. If that's Gloria, that's Gloria. Yes, it is, because I recognize it. So she's another rock star. Hi, love. So, and I'm sure she can agree with everything that I'm saying. We've all been there. We've all been there where we've compared ourselves to others, and then we'll start calling around. Well, what are you doing? What's the secret? What am I doing wrong? And I used to do that all the time, call like other distributors to find out what they were doing that I was doing wrong, and we were doing the same thing. So you want to make sure that you don't compare yourself. And one more thing, when you do, let me just put this down really quick. No worries there. There we go. When you do sponsor somebody, the first thing that I do is I call my upline with them. Within 48 hours, I have a business planning session with them, with my upline. Because you know what? Something that I say might not inspire them, but something my upline says, even though it's probably the same exact thing that I'm saying, okay? Something my upline says to them might inspire them more than I inspire them. So that's the beauty of this, right? Leverage, creating the leveraged income. So if I'm not available, my upline can be there for them. If I'm not available, my upline can help them. And Cindy was a really big part of that for us because I couldn't handle everything that was going on in my group by myself. And neither could Rachel. Rachel had a full-time job. She has 2 little kids under the age of 5. So we couldn't do it by ourselves. So don't do this by yourself. Avoid doing this by yourself. Make sure you sponsor your people, you're there for them, and let them know who your upline is because your upline is key into helping you build your business, you guys. And then you're going to duplicate the same thing. And guess what? Everything you do, your team is going to do in excess. So if you're following this, and your team sees you're following it, and they see you're enrolling, they see you're sponsoring, you're holding their hand for 30 days, they see you're following up with people, that you are going above and beyond for your people, they're going to know that's what it takes to be successful, and they're going to do the same thing, you guys. So I hope everybody had a beautiful, happy 4th of July. We had a great time. My Periscopes last night were hilarious. My little one just kept telling me to Periscope. She's 4. She's going to be 5 July 9th. I'm so excited. She's just amazing. You deserve the life that you want. Avoid giving up. Do everything that it takes to get your dreams because you're worth it. You're worth it. I didn't think I was worth it for a very long time. And now I know I'm worth it, and you're just as worth it as anybody else in this business. So I hope you guys have a beautiful Sunday. Tomorrow, relaunch yourself. Relaunch your business, commit, and for those of you that are with Pirium that are on here, I'll see you at convention, guys. Have a great day.